This second heart practice is a heart-womb connection. And you can use it anytime you want to calm down really and connect with your body. But also if your creative fire needs a bit of juicing up, needs a bit of love. It's derived from the work of Uma Dinsmore Thule, the womb yoga. That's Yoni Shakti fame. But it's also a very ancient practice. You can see it in many ancient traditions, including Chinese traditional medicine, which talks about the Bau Mai, which is the heart-womb connection. And it's also very adaptive. So if you're really tired, you can do it with your breath and lying down and not moving at all if you're really depleted. And you can grade it into more and more sort of energetic practice, more vital practice, dynamic, depending on how much energy you have. So it's really good to check in and see how much you want to do, and that will vary from day to day. So like the last practice, the first thing to do is to notice that you have a heart and that it's beating and that you're alive. And then let your heart lift and everything else soften away from that. Shoulders soften, ribs soften, belly soften. Maybe I'm shuffling about a bit, feel your feet on the floor. And then with your hands on your heart, to begin with, connecting in with your heart, taking a breath into the heart. You're going to exhale and move your hands down into your pelvis on the out breath, and then bring them up again. Breathing into the heart. And then sweeping down with the out breath. Just enjoying the stroke and the contact of the body. And coming back up in your own rhythm, of course, in your own timing. Just doing that a few times, get used to the sensation. Doing it in a way that feels comfortable for your hands. Dropping your shoulders. And what you're doing here is bringing love to the pelvis. Bringing the love of the heart into the pelvis, which contains the creative juices, the sort of mud, the mysterious mud out of which all creativity comes. Use your hands to touch yourself in a way that feels good. So you can see I'm just kind of having a little rummage around my pelvis just because that feels nice. To stir up the mud. And then you can bring some more intentionality to it to really bring down the love into the pelvis. And lighting the fire of the heart in a river to bring love into the creativity, into your creative process. And you might want to move, rock your pelvis, rotate, anything that feels yummy for you to stir up the creative juices with love and fire. Bringing it down. And then you can extend this gesture. So you could, if you're feeling really tired, you can just do this with your breath, just breathing down into the pelvis. You can use your hands, you can do it seated. whatever your situation. If you have a bit more energy available to you, you can bring the energy down into the pelvis and then down into the earth. So a bit of a squat, come up again and bringing it down into the pelvis. You might want to affirm your legs, stick your ass out. Bless the earth, gratitude, and bring that back into the heart. Just checking in with how that feels. And you can continue to make it bigger if you're enjoying yourself. Bringing it down the legs and then extending upwards into space. Feeling the space above you and then receiving the energy of space, of spirit into the heart. And then moving that into the pelvis and then grounding it all through your legs and into your feet, into the earth. And then again, inviting spirit into the loving fire of the heart. Bringing the fire of the heart into the pelvis. And grounding that through the legs and the feet. And then maybe pausing. And just allowing any little movements that come to come. I'm kind of rocking around a bit on my feet. I feel pretty alert now, a lot more alert than when I started. And I feel a lot more connected. And I wonder how you feel. Just check in and see how you feel. So there you go. It's a very permissive practice. A way of connecting with yourself, with your fire, with your creativity, with your gratitude to the earth, and with spirit, and joining it all up together.